In this video, we're looking at how to use the shape tools and line tools within Adobe Animate. So the first shape we're looking at is the rectangle tool. There are two modes it comes in, the rectangle tool and rectangle primitive. So firstly, if we just draw the rectangle tool on there, you can see there basically, if I then select it, it has a vector-based where I can select the individual outside of the, and then inside I can select the middle. So this is scalable. Can be used when drawing shapes together. The next one is called the rectangle primitive tool. This one's a bit different now. So if I draw it in, I've made the barriers a bit bigger deliberately. And then what I do is I select the selection tool, is it lets us modify the outside properties. So you can see there how I'm making it more of a rounded rectangle. So the difference really is in terms of how you want to edit them. I personally use the rectangle tool mostly, and this tool is really good when trying to make more rounded or different sort of shapes of the rectangle. The next tool we're looking at is the oval tool. So it comes in two options too. Very similar to our rectangle tool. So we'll just delete this, get this out of the way. So we have our normal oval there, a normal oval here, and then if we select the oval primitive tool, it looks the same. However, if I select the selection tool again, this time I can then change the dimensions of whether I want half a circle, 3/4, and so on. So yet again, it comes down to whether or not you want to just use a simple oval or whether you want to modify that oval with more detail there. Okay, so the next shape is we've got the Polygon Star. Now on the property side here, we can change obviously the color and fill, as you would know by now. We can also change whether we want a polygon or star. So with our polygon tool, we can change the number of sides there. So if I want to make it a 10 sides as a polygon, if I draw that to the screen, you can see I have 10 sides there. If I change that to say 8, I have 8. So really good when doing different types of polygons. You've also got the star, which works in the same way. You draw it on the screen. You can also change the number of sides on that one too, by down here. So we'll make that 5. We have a 5-sided one. So all of these objects can be vector-based, which means you can select the individual lines and elements inside there. And all of these shapes can also be scaled. So the last thing that we're going to look at is we're going to look at the line tool. So the line tool is down here. And the line tool is pretty simple. Lets you just draw a series of straight lines any way you want to. You can also change the stroke size there, the color, and you can also use the selection tool there. So each of these shape and line tools are used to create objects out of shapes. I suggest you use the primitive tools, whether it's the rectangle, oval, for when you want to round off or change the edges of them. And otherwise, you can make your objects out of any combination of these shape and line tools. Thank you for watching the video.